Welcome to the Digital Marketing Academy SOS series. This series is specially made for you, the internet marketer. Sometimes we just need a little help, some tips, some things to just boost our internet marketing to the next level. And this is why we make these series. Today we've got an interesting subject. Today we're going to be talking about unleashing social media. Isn't it interesting what we saw in the news the other day? Facebook purchasing WhatsApp for a steep $19 billion. Do you think social media is important? I think Facebook think it is. It just spent $19 billion on buying the WhatsApp. So it made a lot of news. There's a lot of buzz out there. And this is what we want to talk about today. We want to talk about social media. Now, social media is an important tool in our network marketing. It is. We just got to know that it is. Social media marketing techniques have become increasingly important in businesses today. Social media has become a new frontier that is being utilized to create and maintain interest in products and services. Guys, we all understand the importance of social media. Facebook. You see the importance of Facebook. It's in our being day by day. The other day, gosh, was it my in-law? Well, she sent me a Facebook, and I'm like, gosh, she know nothing about computers, but she's now starting to use Facebook. Very powerful tool. And now, how do we keep up with our athletes or our movie stars? You know, they send out tweets, don't they? Hey, you want to know what's going on? Who's the latest player injured for basketball, football, golf, or whatever? Wait for your tweet. It's coming. You will know who's got the latest of the latest. Want to know what movie star is having affairs with who and what's going on with who? Stay tuned. There's a tweet coming on that. And that's where you got to start integrating your social media for work for you. Because you want to be able to start tweeting yourself. You want to be able to be Facebooking yourself. You want to be able to Pinteresting yourself. You know, you want to put those pin-ups in Pinterest. Yeah, getting into that Pinterest thing. So very, very important how social media is expanding on a momentous level. Incredible how far it's going. So here are 5 of the top social media networks out there right now. Of course, number 1 is Facebook. We all heard about the billion people that they have. I think they got 900 million on this stat. But the last one I heard was they reached the billion. So of course, Twitter. Facebook and Twitter are the two bullies, are the two main ones. LinkedIn is there, LinkedIn. Pinterest, I've found some interesting things about Pinterest lately. And Google+. So here we are. These are the networks that are making the buzz out there. And these are your top 5 networks. So, with social media, just like anything else, there are pros and there are cons. Not everything is a picnic. So I'm going to go through some of these pros and cons so that you can start making some decisions. Some of these. Of course, there's going to be more training on social media, particularly on Facebook. We're going to have to develop our Facebook so that we can make it grow and really, really work for us. You know? So the first pro about social media, you can reach customers that traditional marketing misses. You never know who will direct a friend to your blog, Facebook page, or social bookmark. So your potential for reeling in new leads is unlimited. And that's the beauty of Facebook or retweets or when people are repinning your posts. This is the power of social media. You may start out targeting a specific group of people, but then they take it viral. They start sharing it in their wall. They start sharing it or repinning it, as in the case of Pinterest, or retweeting it. So once you let it out, the target market starts taking care of itself. It starts to expand. And if you give the value, man, it's amazing where that tweet ends up. Or where that repin keeps repinning. You know, if you give out the value, whatever product or service you're giving, it will multiply. It will have a viral effect to it. But this is why we always stick to the good old phrase: provide value and let nature take its course. Let your customers, let your friends, let your people who are following you do the rest. Because if you're a value giver, that's what would happen. 2, you can build brand loyalty. Not only you use social media to build your brand, you can use it to demonstrate your personality, interact with customers, and show them that you care, which in turn breeds loyalty. Social media marketing can also boost your reputation and build your relationships. Once again, guys, social media is about social interaction. It's about your personality. It's about showing who you are as a person. It's not about your product so much. It's so much more about you, about the brand. And there is no better brand than you. Understand that. Products come and go. Too many people try to go to Facebook or whatever social media network they're in, and they want to push the product in front of themselves. Don't push the product ahead of you. You are the most important person that you should be branding out there. Products come and go. That product that you're pushing so hard today may not be there tomorrow. That company may close. That product may move on. That product may not be what you thought it was. Hey, products come and go. But if you build your own brand of loyalty, people who follow you for who you are, and you show them how much you care and how much you want to help them along the way, along their journey, and people start attaching them and start bringing loyalty to you, you could have a long longevity in this game. You understand? Longevity isn't about the products, because a lot of people get that part mixed up. Products come and go. Longevity comes about building a brand around you. Hey, become a mini celebrity, basically. Where people say, hey, Sandy's such a great person. I could follow her on Facebook. I could follow her on her tweets. And you start becoming like friends, social cyberspace friends kind of thing. And these people will follow you. When they become your fans or your fanatics, and the thing is, the beautiful part about it is, if people are really loyal to you, you will never, ever try to take advantage of them. Just like you would a friend. I hope you're not the kind of person that wants to take advantage of their friends. And the same thing goes with the people who you're developing in these social networks. You don't want to take advantage of them. Hey, I got to make a sale today, so I'm going to sell them this hunk of junk. No, you always want to give a person a value, because value is what's going to make your brand jump. So that's now number 3. You can learn how to improve your products and services by encouraging open communication through public comments. You can learn what you can do to make your products and pitch more palatable. Very great place. I love Facebook. You can run surveys. You can run questions. Ask people to interact with you. How can I be a better service to you? And this is what it is about. You providing service to them, and how can I improve it? Through Facebook, there's a lot of things you can do, especially through some of the surveys you can run, some of the questionnaires you can run, tweets, let people know, hey, what can I do? How was that training session that I did the other day? Did it fulfill what you were looking for? Feedback. Keep track of all your comments. Comments are very, very important, because they could keep giving you, sharpening your marketing. Hey, I like your training, but you kind of went through this little part. I didn't really get it. And then you could help them out. Hey, all you have to really do is do this. Going through your comments, going through your tweets, don't just leave them hanging out there. Let them know that you are a person that cares. Very important when you're doing your social media marketing. 4, social media marketing is cost efficient in comparison to other marketing methods. Even if you hire a dedicated team to outsource your social media content, it is relatively inexpensive compared if you're going to run a full marketing campaign. As I said in the beginning, it is kind of slow, but you can do this at a very cost efficient, and you can create a great following with a respectable amount of time. Social media is very, very powerful. So now let's get into some of the cons, because it's not all gravy, you know what I mean? It's not all gravy. There are some cons to doing social media. So con number one, social media marketing places a high demand on your time. Content must be created, edited, approved, polished, and all that takes time. And guys, I can testify to this. Everything. Videos don't get made by themselves. Let me tell you. You got to make them. You got to edit them. You got to make sure they're a little bit polished. You know, you just don't want to put a video. You know, you want to do it a little bit polished. You know, you want to create content that's relevant, that is worthwhile. Well, you want to create relevant content, then you got to spend time doing it. It just doesn't come out of nowhere. You know, and all of this takes time. If people are writing comments and you got to write back to them, hey, thanks for that comment, blah, 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 that takes time too. You got to be interactive with these people. So because you need to do social interaction, it is a time suck. You know, if people write to you, you got to write back. If you're going to do a video, you got to edit it, you got to clean it up, you got to do a little something. And you got to keep your content up to date and polished. You lose control of your marketing efforts. Anything you publish is up for grabs, and other people can easily criticize you. Okay, guys. Once it's out of the bag, it's out of the bag. People will be sniping it, taking it from you. If it's a great idea or you got a nice picture that you just spent 5 hours doing Photoshop on, somebody's going to grab it in 2 seconds and voila, and use it for their own needs. It's just the nature of the beast. You know what I mean? If you do good content, somebody's going to grab it, snipe it, and copy and paste it somewhere else. You know, once it's out of the bag, it's gone. And about the critics, you know, I like constructive criticism, but there are just some people who like to hate. You know, there are just some people who just have this negative vibe about them. You know, they're not there to really progress in their lives. They're just there to be negative. You know, I could tell you some experiences with YouTube that I've had where, hey, channels are going. Hey, you know, somebody wrote a complaint. Hey, I don't even have a chance to answer back before I know the channel is going. This is why I'll give you a piece of advice when you're doing YouTube. Don't use one channel. Use as many channels as you can, so that way, especially if you start seeing that one channel is particularly doing well for you, it's time to leave that channel alone and move over to another channel. Because you don't want one day put the video that they consider violating, and all of a sudden all these videos are doing real well because of that one bad video. All of a sudden your account is gone and you lose all those other. So if you get a certain amount of videos who are performing in your channel, remember, move on from that channel. And I said, you know, I've plenty of friends who have Facebook accounts closed down because they believe they're too spammy and all of that kind of stuff. You know, I believe they were a little bit spammy. But anyway, you know, all of these things you can lose control because people criticize you. You know, so as you know, once the cat is out of the bag, it's gone. You know, whatever you wrote, whatever you did in Photoshop, whatever you did, there's no suing, there's no nothing. People are going to take it, and you're just going to have to live with whatever happens. You know, as I said, with people criticizing, and I'm not talking about constructive criticism, I'm talking about just people who hate. You know, you are going to have to live with that. As your popularity grows, your criticism will grow, and that's actually a good thing. Nobody criticizing you today, that's not good. You're not popular enough. You got to get a little bit more popular, and then you'll start seeing people hating on you. You know? 3, your return on investment is delayed. Social media marketing can work to build relationships and brand loyalty, but it takes time and dedication. Social media marketing efforts are not likely to earn immense popularity or immense monies overnight. Guys, as I said, with social media, you're investing on social interaction, not sales, social interaction. And in the process of helping people, in the process of getting people where their journey is heading. And this is the way I teach my marketing. This is the way, I don't know if other people teach it like this, but the way I encourage people to do theirs is go through social interaction. For example, in Facebook, I would say keep your timeline or your wall as is. You keep it as social. I'm talking about keep it with your husbands, keep it with your wives, keep it with your children. Keep it as sociably as possible, because this is where people get to interact with you. They get to know who you are. Who are you? Oh, here it is. Here's Cindy. Cindy went to Colorado for the weekend. Wow, Colorado's sweet. They get to interact. So keep your timeline as sociable and as much as you can. And then you start building these fan pages. And here's where I say the power of the fan page comes in. Here's where you could get more specific on what you're doing. If you're into model airplanes, here's where you can make a fan page on model airplanes and really talk about the subject and really attract people who are into this subject. You're into make money at home kind of thing. Yeah, this is where you start building that fan page. That fan page will start now, really start targeting and looking for people who are like-minded people on the subject at hand. And grow your interest from that way. These are the kind of things where, it does not come overnight. It takes time. It's not an overnight type of thing. But there are ways to speed it up. There's shortcuts to speed it up. And that's why the training helps you to speed up processes. 4, social media marketing places a high demand on your talent. It can be difficult to constantly come up with innovative, exciting content that interests a variety of readers, and without relevance, your efforts will be wasted. If you're not relevant, then what are you doing out here? And that's the hard part. That great tweet, or that powerful blog that you did yesterday, or that incredible video that you did the other day, hey, that's yesterday's news. It's always about your next bit of content. And, gosh, it is hard to come up with winning content that stays relevant, that stays interesting, that keeps people coming back and reading more or wanting to watch more and want to interact with you on a regular basis. It is talenting draining to do it at times, because people don't want to waste their time. Say, hey, Alex, I already know what you're doing. It's kind of like, I already know that. See you the next time. So with this, you have to be careful on your talent. So with that, we'll end the pros and the cons of social media. Now, I hope it's been of help to understand a little bit of the pros and cons of media, and not to get too much expectation. But in this video, what I've done, I'm going to throw in an extra, a bonus. Today's ebook pack is, we got Facebook Marketing 2013, Pinterest Marketing, and we got the Attract Customers with Twitter and Vine. Very great. These 3 ebooks are very great. I want to give you a quick look at what these 3 ebooks got, and I think it will help you out in your marketing. Here in the Facebook, this one is a very nice Facebook one, very well done by Joe Barnes. And which one I like is where it comes into the landing pages. There is a part here where it talks about landing pages. Let me see if I can find it for you. Where it's amazing, where you start learning how to do landing pages on your Facebook. Very important. Like I said, you go through these ebooks totally free. Here it is. Here we go. You know, landing tabs are undoubtedly the most powerful tool. Follow this. This is very good stuff here to do the landing tabs. Boy, oh boy, would that start? And this is what we're talking about. Understanding. If you're doing a PPC campaign in Facebook, right? And Facebook, if you take the person out of Facebook, out of the URL of Facebook, your cost per click will go up immensely. Oh my gosh, it will go up. You will, like losing money. This is why this little section here on teaching you how to do landing tabs and all of that, very, very good. And she even have an additional book that you could even download. So it's like a 2-for-1 here. It's here. So very good stuff in this book. I mean, follow it and it will help you out tremendously. Now the other one that we have is the Pinterest one. You know, this is another very good book. Let me show it to you. You know, the Pinterest marketing. Let me see. Yeah, here we go. Massive Pinterest sales. And you know, a lot of people are just starting to learn about Pinterest and started getting interest in Pinterest. And this ebook is one to have, you know, in your library to start developing it. I just like the part about, you know, there was a part here where she was talking about how to SEO your profile and SEO strategies for Pinterest. I mean, stuff that you know, hey, I didn't know about too much about Pinterest, and now instead of just using Pinterest as a backlink, basically, that's what I've been using Pinterest for. I think I'm gonna start applying some of these little SEO tricks that they got here. I particularly like about the images and how you're gonna be using it and how to stir interest in your pins and all of this. So, hey, I might take a more of a dip into it. And of course, the last ebook that we have for you in this power pack is the Twitter one. Okay, the Twitter one is very nice as well. This is from HubSpot, but optimize your Twitter and Vine presence. You can download all of these in one shot, you know. But there's a good part here on Twitter, six ideas to the lead generation one here. 6 ideas to jumpstart your lead generation with Twitter. Very good stuff here. I mean, you're gonna be looking at stuff. You know, it's not recognizing you can make money from Twitter. It talks about ROI, tweet offers, connect your blog to your Twitter. You know, so it's a lot of interesting read. So let me get back to that. So this is the pack today. This is the pack. You could click the link down below and it will take you straight over there. And with that, that's the end of the video today. I hope it's been of help, and we'll see you in the next SOS series. Ciao. Hi, and thank you for watching that video from the Digital Marketing Academy. We created these short video series. We call them the SOS series, marketing series. But we want to help you further. We want to take your marketing to the next level. So click the link down below and it will take you straight to the Academy where you will get an in-depth training, 5-video training, totally free, no commitments. So I'll see you on the other side. Bye.